Hey guys, so as you can see from the title, I'm going to talk about a kind of rumour that I read this morning. In fact, it's been doing the rounds for the last few days from what I can see. And this rumour is essentially that Harry Maguire could be leaving Man United or could be on his way out the door, as Manchester United are looking to get Jules Kounde in the January transfer window. Now, I don't necessarily have a problem with this signing, but here's what I'll say about it. We've had 2 years to make this signing. We've had 2 years to sign Jules Kounde. He would have been a great player to sign last summer instead of Varane, or the summer before to play with Maguire. When Solskjaer bemoaned the fact that we weren't able to get a centre-back, it should have been either Kounde or Upamecano that came. So we didn't get them then. We watched Upamecano and Konate, two world-class centre-backs that would have improved our team. We watched them go to other clubs. And then Kounde just kind of sat there. So I'm hearing that his release clause, after these 2 years of us waiting on it, is now about 80 million euros, which equates to sort of somewhere around, I believe, 69 million, 70 million pounds. Now this is ridiculous. I'm not saying I wouldn't like the signing, I would like the signing. I think Kounde, like I say, this summer or last summer, he was exactly what we needed. He was literally a fast centre-back, wasn't particularly tall, however, still got a good jump on him, still good in the air, reads the game well, good on the ball. That was everything that we needed in a centre-back. We decided to get Rafael Varane because we were valuing short-term success, it seems, over sort of a long-term centre-back partnership. And I do actually think that Kounde and Harry Maguire could have worked in the long term. But the problem that we've got now is we can't just keep buying centre-backs. We can't just keep buying them. Now, I don't necessarily disagree that Maguire is not good enough for Man United, especially not at this point. He's been terrible this season, quite frankly. I know he scored for England the other day, but it doesn't really matter. He's been shocking. So I'm not going to act like Maguire's been amazing, but I just don't know if this is, do we need another centre-back right now? I honestly think that in the January transfer window, what we should be trying to do, seeing as Solskjaer has clearly earmarked this season as a season where we're going to win a trophy at all costs. We've bought Varane, who's 28, we've bought Ronaldo, that's 36. Bought Jadon Sancho, who were barely playing, for like 70 million. So this was clearly a short-term success type season. He wasn't really looking to the future at the beginning of this year. So I don't think we should suddenly change tack now and buy a young centre-back. We should have done that earlier. I would have loved us to have got Kounde either this summer or last summer. And there's no point now. You've got Varane and Maguire, you've got Eric Bailly, who's an incredibly underrated centre-back. Plus, if you get Kounde, you've then got to try and let Lindelof go. And Lindelof in the Premier League is a liability, to be honest, against, not always, he's had a few good games for us, so maybe that's a little unfair, but against certain types of strikers like the Troy Deeneys and the Olivier Giroud's and that type of forward, Lindelof is a liability, and that's someone in your team who can be targeted. So I don't know loads of teams that are going to buy him for anywhere near what we paid for him, or pay him what he's being paid now. Eric Bailly, you've got a very good centre-back that's very injury prone, and once again probably paid quite a lot of money. So how are we going to let him go? And you have to let one of them two go if you're going to bring in another centre-back. You can't just keep walking around with 5 or 6 centre-backs. However, I did hear a rumour that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to do this three at the back thing long term, which I really couldn't believe in less. I really hope that's not true. And I don't think it is. I think United, we've always been a team that's played 4 at the back. I'm not saying that football can't evolve, but we don't have the players for this formation. Neither of Wan-Bissaka or Shaw are good wing-backs. I'm sorry, they're not. Luke Shaw is a good left-sided centre-back if you want to play Telles at wing-back, but I don't see either of him or Wan-Bissaka as great wing-backs. He done all right there for England in the World Cup, but over a long sort of season, I don't see Luke Shaw as a viable option as a wing-back. So I don't see this as the case, and I really hope it's not Solskjaer's idea. I mean, I think Solskjaer will be gone before long. That's my personal opinion. I don't really see how we can keep going with this. However, in terms of what I think about it overall, I think we've put too much on Maguire now to just suddenly be like, you're out the door, mate. We put too much investment and time into him. Now, obviously, there's a bit of a rumour of a dressing room revolt and that Ollie's playing underperforming players too much, and Maguire would certainly be in that category. But I still think in the long term we've got to stick with him as a centre-back and try and get a suitable partner for him. If Rafael Varane's not the guy, then get Kounde in and sell Rafael Varane. It's not, Maguire, imagine how much money we'd lose if we sold him. And we keep doing this on all the players that we sign for big money. We're losing so much money through transfers. Not that it necessarily matters, because then we sign a Cristiano, Ronaldo, but you can see where I'm coming from as far as we don't really operate like a top football team anymore. We don't really operate like that. So I would have loved to get Kounde, but honestly the only priority in the January transfer window should be someone to anchor that midfield for either Pogba or Van der Beek, and that's the end of it. No more Fred, no more McTominay. The only goal in January should be that centre midfield player. That is the only thing that we need. The only thing. Thanks very much for listening, guys. Let me know your opinion in the comment section, and if you are new, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.